What's up, everybody? It's your girl Tyra, and I'm coming back at you again with another video. By the title of this video, you can already tell what's about to go down. So I'm not gonna spend no time rambling because I just really want to get into this. I've seen a few videos across YouTube about is the sisterhood real in terms of sorority life and regular life, and I just want to say, point blank period, the sisterhood is definitely real. I look at it like this. Don't you have family members that you be fighting with? Don't you have family members that you absolutely love and adore, and no matter what happens, y'all get back together? Don't you have family members that you never ever talk to again, and they say blood is thicker than water? You know what I'm saying? So it really depends on the type of person you are and the type of person the other person is. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody is not for everybody. I'm going to be speaking in terms of sisterhood in my sorority that I am in, only from my experience. I can't speak for everybody else, but I can only speak for me, okay? I would say that the sisterhood is definitely real. I crossed in 2014 and I have 24 line sisters, and I was really able to cultivate some great relationships. And I don't talk to my line sisters every day. I'm not even about to sit here and lie to y'all, but I know that when it's time to show up for each other, we show up, and that's what I really, really love about it. I've had a couple of line sisters that's gotten married. Some of my line sisters have babies now, and I always see some of my line sisters showing up for each other when they can. I live out here in Los Angeles, California, so it's really hard for me to get back home to Louisiana sometimes, but I know that they're only a phone call away. I can literally call up my line sister that I have not talked to in months and be like, girl, what you doing? Or she can call me. It's just like nothing ever happened. So I just want to touch on some very important things dealing with sisterhood, and I may use a couple of examples from my sorority life that will help out with you understanding what I'm trying to say. So first I'm going to answer the question, what does sisterhood mean to me? Sisterhood means we are in a relationship, and this could be me and one other girl or multiple women. We are in relationship and we always got each other's back. Point blank period, the end. The good, the bad, the ugly. I'm not saying that I have a team of yes men that's just like, yes, Tyra, yes, yes, yes. Being a sister is knowing what the other person likes, what they dislike, their moral values, and also seeing when they are either backsliding into some things that they shouldn't be doing, or you see some room for growth and you can push them into the person that they are trying to become, or steer them in the right direction, because you can sometimes see other things that they cannot. I think overall, sisterhood and brotherhood in the Black community can be a little better from my experience, but sisterhood and brotherhood across the board, it can always be a little better. You know, you see people sometimes that are like fighting and bickering and, you know, talking about things that don't really matter, but in reality we should just stick together no matter who you are, girl, boy, yellow, black, purple, red, fish, dog. We should all stick together, because at the end of the day, that's the only way we're going to get stuff to happen, is bringing people in from different backgrounds, different walks of life, people who believe in different things, and working together. That's the only way that we're going to get to where we're trying to go. That's the only way that this country and the world is going to evolve into what it needs to evolve into. So I really think that being a good steward, being a sister or being a brother in this world as a whole is something that is very, very important. Now, specifically with my line sisters, like I said, I have 24 line sisters. A couple of my line sisters are freaking married, and some have babies. I even have a line sister that's on Broadway right now. She was Miss Louisiana, and I was not able to go there to see her in the Miss Louisiana pageant, but you know what? It's okay, because I'm going to see her Broadway show. So that just goes to show that I crossed in 2014 and we've all graduated and we all live all across the country, but my line sisters still show up for each other. That's what I love. We just had our 5-year anniversary, and a few of my line sisters went to the Dominican Republic. Again, I could not make it, but I feel like I'm the bad sister here. But no, like, I'm an actress and I'm out here trying to make it. So it's really been a goal of mine to be able to bring all of my line sisters out here and just have fun. Like, just plan a whole trip for us, because I know I've been pretty busy and I haven't been able to be like around. And I lived through all of the memories that they're making. We also have a group message, so we can talk to, we have access to each other on a daily basis. So I could text in a group message at any time, hey y'all, I'm feeling down, or hey y'all, I have this new show, watch me, or you know, whatever the case may be. We have an open line of communication there. Homecoming is also a good time when I get to see my line sisters. Our homecoming is always in like September, October area at Northwestern State University. So I'll go home and my line sisters will be there. It will literally feel like it's back in 2014, 2015 before we all graduated. And that is just something that I will cherish for the rest of my life. I will always have a group of girls that I went through this process with, that I share these very, very sentimental moments with, a very big milestone in my life. I share this with these ladies and it brings us even closer together. Even though we come from all different walks of life and all of that kind of stuff, we have one thing that brings us together, and really that's all you need. There's a myth that women are super duper catty and men get along easier than women, and I don't think that's what it is at all. I feel like women can be very vocal about what they want, and that's not a bad thing. People try to spin it around to be a bad thing and all this kind of stuff like that, but I don't think that's what it is at all. Like, it was 25 of us online, and there were different things that we had to make decisions on that were very hard, because first of all, it's 25 people. Like, regardless of who you are and all that kind of stuff, it's 25 people that have to come to one decision. So that was kind of a learning curve. But overall, I don't really think, like, women, yeah, women can be catty, but it's like, what are you doing to make the situation better? There was also this one time, I want to tell you guys a story of why I think the sisterhood is super duper real in Delta. So one time, my line sisters and I, a few of my line sisters and I went to a convention that was in Little Rock, Arkansas. And we rode up there with our advisors, and we did not have a car. We ended up going shopping or something at a shopping center down the way. And I don't remember what exactly happened, but we could not get back to where we were supposed to be in downtown Little Rock. So luckily, one of my line sisters had on a Delta shirt, and there was a couple of sorors that were driving, and they were like, hey sorors, do you need some help? Because I guess we looked a little distressed or whatever. And we were like, yeah, we kind of need a ride back to wherever we were trying to go. And they gave us a ride, and that was that. And that just shows the power of sisterhood. And I think that happens in a lot of different cases. Like, for example, when I went to Rome, I met some Americans. We became like this because it's like, oh, family, we're all from America. So I think sisterhood and brotherhood are both very, very real things. People like to say that it's a facade, especially in sororities. And it's honestly not. Just think about it in the terms of you. What are you into? What is something that you do? Something that you're a part of? And think about if you meet someone across the world that you share their interests with, you're going to instantly gravitate towards them because you have something in common with one another. So whenever you see like Deltas hanging out with Deltas, or even like when I went to Willie P, like there were no Deltas on the campus. I hung out with all of the Greeks because we had something in common. It's not about shunning away from the GDIs or shunning away from everybody else that's not a part of the sorority, or having a you can't sit with us attitude. It's just because we have something in common. So I definitely think the sisterhood is real. And I think there are a lot of parts of sisterhood that people don't really think about whenever they say, is this sisterhood real? So I'm going to run through those real quick. Well, first of all, in sisterhood in general, you have people that have your back and have your best interest at heart. They don't want to harm you. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want to take advantage of you and those types of things. You also have some great secret keepers. Like, I've confided in my line sisters a few times about a few different things, and it felt really good to get that kind of stuff off my chest. And it also feels good that none of that stuff resurfaced when we fought and argued and all that kind of stuff like that. That's how you know you got a real sister. My sisters are also very inspirational. They inspire me to keep going and keep leveling up. Like I said, I have a line sister that's on freaking Broadway. Like, what? Who even is she? She got on Broadway as soon as she finished being Miss Louisiana. Like, who? My line sisters also provide me with comfort. I don't know about y'all, but I'm a person that really enjoys watching TV or eating or whatever and not talking. You know that the friendship or the sisterhood is real when you can literally say, hey, come over. All right, what we about to do? I don't know, cook or something like that, and you just watch TV and eat, and there's nothing that you have to do. Like, that's how you know the difference between like a real friend and a fake friend, because with a fake friend, they like, I'm not about to just come over and sit at your house, but with a real friend, a sister and all of that kind of stuff, you can just sit there in your pajamas and watch TV, crazy face, crud still in your eyes, crumbs on your lips, all that kind of stuff, and they still enjoy your company. Another thing about sisterhood that actually gets kind of a bad rap in Greek life is having people that will hold you accountable. For example, if you are in a sorority and you are at a party or something and you talking to this guy and your line sister sees that this guy is not good for you, they'll be like, okay, come on sis. But the guy would be like, oh, she's cock blocking and that kind of thing. And it's like, no, that's not what's going on. I'm not cock blocking. I'm making sure that my line sister is doing what she confided in me that she was gonna do. She is staying on track. She isn't swaying away from her morals. She is making sure that she is holding herself up to the standard that she would want to be held up to at all times. Sometimes it takes a little reminder. And that's what I love about having sisters. Like, they're like, sometimes they can be like Tyra. And I'm like, okay, all right, I guess I need to get it together or whatever. Overall, that's what I had to say in a nutshell. Like I said at the beginning, like, there are people that you just don't get along with. And that's in any given situation. Sometimes family don't talk for the rest of their lives. Sometimes they don't talk for a little while and they get back together. They argue. That's regular stuff. I feel like if you don't argue at least once, then y'all ain't really friends. Y'all ain't really close. Y'all don't really know each other, because once you get comfortable enough to really be able to say what's on your mind and come back from a hardship or jump over a hurdle, that's how you know that the sisterhood is real. That's all I had to say. I think this video is kind of rambly, but it's okay because I enjoy talking to you guys. If you guys have any questions about anything that I said, let me know down in the comments below. Do you think the sisterhood is real? Do you think the brotherhood is real? What about the sisterhood and brotherhood in the Black community for those of you who are a part of this community? Let me know everything you have to say down in the comments. I would really appreciate it if you guys interacted with me a little bit. And if you like this video, make sure you give this a like. It really, really helps my channel out. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below and turn your notifications on so you can get all of the alerts anytime your girl posts any new content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Tyra the